Greetings, I'm Solidus Skully, and now that I'm back from having a delicious meal of fish and chips from an emporium, yes indeed, it's time for more Kingdom Hearts 2, and what is this? It seems that the Santa Claus, he has been kidnapped by the spooky Boogie and, well, Maleficent, working together as the Disney League of Evil. Which, I mean, I suppose might have been Maleficent's initial goals at this point in time, to sort of reunite the League, but she never really seems to interact with anyone. Well, I mean, I suppose it's primarily her and Pete at this point, just trying to, I guess, maybe weave their manipulations in a more subtler way than they did before. I mean, you're going to be seeing part of the reason why Maleficent's plans don't really pan out, but, well, I mean, apart from bits in the series here and there, like Coded and Dream Drop Distance, actually no, not Dream Drop Distance, a bit of Kingdom Hearts 3 actually. Yeah, nothing like that really happens, which, yeah. Oh, by the way, something I forgot to mention in the previous part. Yeah, you do go to Spiral Mountain. Oh no, I implied lied to you. And certainly wasn't a, you know, failure of connective consciousness or whatevers. But yeah, now we also have the Wind Nocturnes. They have wind, which is defense, which used to be our ability. That ability belongs to us. Well, I mean, really, not like it does anything useful. I mean, I don't really mind Arrow was a defensive spell in Kingdom Hearts 1, but, I don't know, I always kind of felt like they should have maybe, I don't know, maybe either combined it with, like, the Final Fantasy float ability, or, just maybe had some other stuff done with it. I mean, I understand why they didn't include the float ability in Kingdom Hearts, since, you know, Glide and all that kind of stuff pretty much, takes care of that sort of thing, but, I don't know, I feel like they could have applied in battle somehow, but, regardless. Oh, treasure piece, just out of reach! And speaking of Glide, that's how we get that other treasure piece. But alas, it was not meant to be. But yeah, we're not going to be accessing pretty much anything that we saw in Kingdom Hearts 1, though. We don't even have the pumpkins. How can we rescue the Pumpkin King? Oh no, wait, there are pumpkins. Well, never mind. Anyway, almost a new adventure as we prepare to rescue Santa Claus and save Christmas. Ernest ain't around anymore. So this time it'll be Sora who saves the Ark. What am I talking about? I have no idea. I'm just padding for time, to be honest. But again, as you're going to be seeing with one of the upcoming cutscenes, it's pretty much going to explain kind of why Maleficent's plan, even in Kingdom Hearts 1, was sort of doomed to failure, because, I mean... And again, I think Hades says as much in Kingdom Hearts 3 when they reunite again, is that, yeah, after the Heartless pretty much screwed over their plans to begin with, they're not exactly, well, feeling the need to kind of use Maleficent's power to help them. And even in that case, and I'm not sure if I brought this up in Kingdom Hearts 1, but to me, the Disney villains individually seem to be a little bit too greedy and self-centered to really think long-term of what Maleficent really had planned. I mean, I don't know, it was sort of like an organization of people who would easily stab each other in the back for meager amounts of power, which again seems to be pretty much the case, again, as you're going to be seeing with Spooky Boogie, but I don't know. I mean, I think it is part of the reason why you don't really see something like, I don't know, Mother Gothel from the Rapunzel movie teaming up with bloody, like, I don't know, Jafar. I don't know, just too many people that either wouldn't get along or just would, I don't know, stab each other in the back, which does kind of put them at odds with the organization, which, on a more of a hierarchical? Yeah, whatever. You'll see what I mean in this cutscene.
I've done a little redecorating. Wait, something's not quite right. I know what it is. We just need a little more of that Boogie flair.
I do hope our jolly old friend is looking forward to becoming a Heartless. Oh, clumsy oaf!
Are you still here? Why don't you oogie on back where you came from? You're cramping my style.
Have you already forgotten who brought you back, you insolent bag of bugs?
Sorry, can't remember a thing.
Very well, you ingrate. You'll rue the day you spurned my help.
Santa's house.
Well, you don't know that something's wrong, Donald. I mean, that could mean anything from the baked potatoes are burning to Santa Claus is just having a nice, cozy, warm fire. But yeah, that cutscene pretty much said everything you need to know. Like, I mean, I get the impression that Spooky Boogie probably had absolutely no interest in the Heartless plan and just wanted to pretty much just build his gambling empire. Because, you know, he just likes to pawn babies and get rid of pawns, like on the chessboard. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes throughout this part, and a rather lengthy boss battle, as you can no doubt tell with Spooky Boogie's redecorations of the present-making machine chamber things. So let's stop wasting time and talking to these deformed midgets and get moving. Yes, I'm sure you helped a great deal.
Jack Skellington!
Boogie!
You and I have a score to settle, Jack. Same goes for your little sidekicks.
What are you planning to do with Sandy Claus?
Who? Santa Claus? I don't know what you're talking about. And why is this roly-poly red guy here? Time to go, Grandpa!
Mr. Santa Claus!
Why, you...
Now, the sort of boss fight that's being set up here, apart from Bugs Lad, away you go, is pretty much, well, like, if I could use a form of comparison, it's kind of like the boss fight from Sonic CD, where you're pretty much running across a treadmill to, like, stop Eggman or whatever. Basically, you have a pit of spikes at the back that'll give you damage. Spooky Boogie will pretty much pound you with his gloves, so basically, when presents shoot out, you gotta shoot some up at him to break the glass and send him down to Clown, where you can pretty much beat the shit out of him. He'll eventually get back up to do the same thing again, wash, rinse, repeat, and basically go to the conveyor belt that has his platform above it and, well, take him down there. You might be thinking that you could just jump from one conveyor belt to another, but oh no, there's an invisible force shield that stops us from doing just that and making the boss fight that much quicker. And even though he only has one health bar, he has that no, you can't hit me state. Speed up the conveyor belt and pretty much just try and fuck you up that way. You can only really enter the different chutes when, you know, the doors are lit in blue, so yeah, that's pretty much what you do. Shouldn't have done that there, because I could have got some more damage on Spooky Boogie and gotten this ended a little bit closer, but yeah, whatever. In terms of presents, basically don't attack the ones with the heartless symbols, because otherwise that'll pretty much blow up in your face, and basically just whack the presents that are, you know, the traditional Christmassy box with a bow wrapped around it thing, and you should be golden. God, I don't know, I both do and don't love my commentary-ish show everything off in the game because I'm an obsessive-compulsive little bitch. Because it means that I also have to show how mechanics work even if you don't really use them, and it would be efficient to just sort of play good. But I mean, I don't know, I like showing off stuff like that in games, and something that I'm actually kind of tempted on showing as well, something I actually didn't learn until recently, to kind of go a little bit off the beaten path, was actually with the struggle Setzer battle back in Twilight Town as Roxas. Yeah, I didn't know you could actually lose that battle, but yeah, you can, you get an unlockable cutscene for it. And also, what I think is actually a bit more useful of an ability. I mean, you don't get the trophy, but you do get like a +1 strength thing for some of your equipment, so yeah. I mean, obviously it's not much, I mean, it's very early game tutorial shit, but I don't know, it's a bit more useful than the trophy, which, well, I mean, I guess has more sentimental value, but whatever. And I think also explains why Cypher will be feeling a bit merciful when we see him again. But yeah, I mean, in terms of anything else, though, back to the boss battle at hand, this is kind of pish, to be honest. I mean, it just seems like they would just want to draw it out more than they really do, so I don't know whether this boss maybe should have had a few more phases, or maybe had a few more additional elements for, you know, the player to dodge, because, I mean, it's pretty much just wash, rinse, repeat, really. Like, I don't know, maybe you could have, like, had one phase of the health bar start off in this area, maybe another one transition down to, like, a larger factory area and have more set pieces done that way? Well, okay, I mean, we do get additional attacks like the laser thing here, but, like, I mean, that's not exactly what I mean. It's still pretty much doing functionally the same thing, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's about as exciting to watch as it is to play, and what it is to play is just sort of, bite the wax tadpole, really. Oh, watch out. Wait a minute, does this mean that Spooky Boogie can cast thunder? Yeah. Oh, maybe, oh, actually no, this might just be a result of the machine. If so, then why don't we have lightning guns? Maybe in the Matrix world. For that inevitable time when Disney, our lords and masters, acquire Warner Brothers. Which we all know was going to happen at some point, so praise them. Praise them and worship them. So yeah, I mean, apart from dealing with the Aero Nocturnes, nothing much to really worry about. Though it is kind of weird that they put the Heartless in, like, presents that look more like lunch bags. Like, I mean, is that what Spooky Boogie took to school when he was a wee lad of bugs? Yeah, well. But yeah, the point is, his and Maleficent's relationship is pretty much down the toilet. Like the bags of bugs that he is. And when also you're, by the end of this boss fight, you're actually about to witness a canonical death caused by Donald. Because, I mean, we never visit the Nightmare Before Christmas world again, in terms of chronology. I mean, you do get to see the world again in 358 over 2 days, but, yeah. This is the end of Spooky Boogie, and Donald is going to kill him. Literally, actually, kill him.
Huh? Huh?
All right, Christmas is safe again.
Perfect. I'd better get down to business.
You got to Santa.
Yup, you ought to stick to Halloween and spooky stuff.
Jack. Here, it's done.
Wonderful! Why, I love it! Thank you, Sally.
Jack, do you really have to do this?
But I make a splendid Santa Claus.
Listen here, Jack Skellington. You saved me in Christmas as well, and for that I'm very grateful. But please promise you won't cause any more trouble. And about that suit, don't even think about taking over for me again.
I just thought you could use a little help this year, Mr. Claus. You must be exhausted from all the preparations. And I wouldn't mind a second chance to get this Christmas thing right.
Yes, being Santa Claus can be tiring. But let me tell you something, Jack. Seeing the happy faces of little children when they discover the presents I've brought them makes it all worthwhile. year after year after year. And you, Jack, you love to make them gasp and see them shiver with fright. What if someone tried to take all of that away from you? We both have very important jobs to do, Jack. Mine is to take care of Christmas, and yours is to take care of Halloween. So we each have to do the very best we can. After all, you're the face of Halloween, Mr. Jack Skellington. The Pumpkin King, the Knight of Nightmares. And even though you're fascinated with Christmas, Jack, Halloween is your true specialty. Don't you see? Children rely on both of us to do our jobs. Halloween needs your attention, and I know Christmas needs mine. Urgently.
You're right. I am the master of terror. And if Halloween has become too routine, all I have to do is think of something new that'll really make them scream.
Jack! Oh, Jack! I've been looking for you everywhere. We must go over the plans for next Halloween. I can't do a thing without your approval.
So true.
Good luck, Jack Skellington.
Well, there he goes.
Yes, and I've got lots of names to check and preparations to finish.
Oh, Jack, this is no time for joking.
What's this? Perhaps a bit too festive for our Halloween needs.
We better get going.
Before you do, Sora, I believe there's a friend of yours who, if I recall correctly, was the one who told you there's no such thing as Santa Claus?
Oh yeah. He did say that.
Be sure to give him my very best wishes.
I will, but... do you know where I can find Riku?
No, but don't give up. Remember, if you believe in Riku, you will find him, just as you found me.
Right.
And for our troubles, we now have Magnet, which means we can go back to Atlantica. Except then we'll have another roadblock with a magical ability, so fuck that. So, yeah, with all the worlds complete, I think it's about time that Sora decided to check up on his sweetheart. No, we're not going to be going down to Olympus just yet. Yes, we need to head back to Twilight Town. No, I do not care what Disney musical magic is going to be going on in Atlantica. We need to see a womanly thing that prevents the gay romance between Sora and Riku. Next time we go back to Twilight Town. I'm Solidus Skully, keep it new metal, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.